You're listening to 69.9 WTFF The Bear, the only radio station strong enough to handle Taco Messiah's new Beef NATO Supreme.
Welcome back to Parsing the Truth with Hat, the only talk show utilizing the patented three-angle fact-checking algorithm. Today's claim to verify is that the air in the Undercity is still dangerous to breathe, despite the government giving citizens the okay to come back. Neil Shortman is joining us today. Neil is the head of the Department of Health and Safety in the Eastern Kingdoms. Neil, thanks for coming on.
It's my, it's my pleasure, Hat.
For those of you who may not remember, the Undercity had a nasty chemical weapon used on it a few years back, causing the subterranean city to be an unlivable hellscape. Now, we won't go into details about who is responsible, but about a month ago, Neil and his department declared the city safe for its residents to return. Now, some concerned citizens are claiming that the decision was premature. Neil, what do you have to say on the matter?
Hat, we have very high standards in my department, and I run a tight ship. Our primary concern is the safety of the people. Why would we lie about this situation?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. Now, we have some reports of a strange smell in the city. People are saying that it's a similar odor to bleach.
The Undercity has always had a foul smell. They built the place in a sewer after all. I think the citizens have maybe just forgotten how bad the natural aroma is after being gone for so many years.
Interesting. Let's take some callers. Mom's Buff, you're on the air.
Hey, Hat. I have spent almost my entire life living in the Undercity, and I gotta say, the stench of the place is not a smell you can forget.
Oh?
Yeah, I came back about 2 weeks ago, and this new smell is definitely something different.
Neil, do you have a response?
You must be mistaken, sir.
I'm not mistaken.
Let me finish. We have run numerous tests with state-of-the-art equipment calibrated by only the most trained professionals, and they all came up clear.
Then explain the odor.
I don't know what it could be, but I do know that the air in the Undercity is safe to breathe.
Now, are you still staying in the Undercity?
Well, yes. Once they reopened the city, my workplace stopped letting us work remotely, so I had to come back, or I'd be out of a job.
All right, thank you for your time.
Not a problem.
All right, let's take another caller. Mooinator, you're on Parsing the Truth.
I just gotta say, don't trust that Neil guy.
Here we go.
My wife and I run the daycare and the apothecarium, and ever since we came back, the children have been having all kinds of health problems.
What kind of health problems?
Rashes, coughing, diarrhea, you name it.
Now, this is all unrelated. There's probably just some bug going around. You know how germ-infested children can be.
Fuck you, Neil. These children's lives are on your hands.
Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here on Parsing the Truth.
You're listening to 69.9 WTFF The Bear. Feeling hungry from all that entertainment? Try Taco Messiah's new Beef NATO Supreme. You feel that tummy rumbling? Don't go to those other places that just leave you unsatisfied. Come to Taco Messiah, now offering the Beef NATO Supreme. With 2 pounds of premium ground beef, 12 different cheeses, diced jalapenos, and shredded lettuce, all covered in our signature sauce and wrapped up in alternating corn and flour tortillas, you'll need both hands to tame this beast. While all those other taco places are serving you sad, limp tortillas, Taco Messiah's discovering a new level of food coma. And if you can conquer the tacoception in under 20 minutes by yourself, it's on the house. Go for the satisfaction and put the Messiah's meat in your mouth.
Disclaimer, the Taco Messiah's Beef NATO Supreme is not intended to be eaten in a single sitting. Any attempts to do so is at the consumer's risk. Entries in the Tacoception Challenge must also finish a large drink and Caesar salad. Prices and participation may vary. And we're back. Joining me today is Neil Shortman, discussing the recent reopening of the Undercity. Next caller, Chadzilla, you're on Parsing the Truth.
Hey, Hat. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I just want to say that this whole situation is just a ploy by the Shadow Cabal.
Oh?
Yeah, they're pumping chemicals into the water supply that get into our bloodstream to slowly replace our brain cells with a synthetic remote control alternative.
Oh my god. Sir, I suggest you stop smoking whatever it is you're smoking and get some medical help.
Typical government official. I see what you're doing, and you can't gaslight me.
Whoa there, Chad. Do you have any evidence to support this claim?
Yeah, I know a guy who says he worked for the water company, and he told me the whole story. He said that his boss was having him dump fluoride into the water supply, and when he started asking questions, they fired him.
Chad, fluoride is used in water systems everywhere, and it's perfectly safe in the manner that it's used.
So you admit it. Ha! We got you now.
Uh-huh. Well, thanks for your time, Chad. Well, those were some strange claims.
You're telling me. I was in the city for 3 hours yesterday, running some routine checks. And look at me. I'm fine. I promise you, the Undercity is safe. Excuse me.
Let's move on to our next caller. Dr. Touch, you're on the air.
Hello, Het. I am a doctor that runs a clinic in the Undercity.
Good. We have a real professional here to tell you how it is.
Well, there has been an alarming number of people coming into my clinic for some strange symptoms.
What kind of symptoms?
It usually begins with coughing or rashes, which is fairly common and could be a number of things. But then it develops into diarrhea. Then, many of them start bleeding from their eyes. And if it goes untreated for too long, the patient's body stiffens up into full paralysis.
Are you sure you're a real doctor and not just some guy trying to fearmonger the people?
I've been practicing for over 20 years, and I have many references to back that up.
Listen, the Undercity is perfectly safe, and we don't have
Neil?
to. What?
Your eye, Neil.
What do you mean, my. Oh. Oh no.
Oh, out of my way!
Hey, Frank, let's get a full sanitization of the studio ASAP. Yeah, every surface. I run some air purifiers as well. Well, I think that about wraps up the show. The claim was that the air in the Undercity is still dangerous to breathe. Plugging this into the truth parser, we're scoring in the 98th percentile. Personally, I would suggest staying out of the Undercity at all costs, but I'm not a professional. Anyways, that's all the time we have today. I've been your host, Hat, and I'll see you next time on Parsing the Truth.
You're listening to 69.9 WTFF The Bear. That was Parsing the Truth with Hat. Buckle up and get your Beef NATO Supreme ready, because coming up next is 4 hours of non-stop Outlands rock.